Listen, there have been a lot of stories about people doing all types of craziness to get squatters out of the house. Obviously a lot of the things that they're doing are somewhat troubling, and against the actual law of it. But again, they are breaking the law to be inside of your property and not pay you for it, right? But apparently people are enlisting the squatter hunter to get back their homes, guys. This is a suggestion via Discord. Let's go ahead and check this out. What exactly could a squatter hunter be? Now, so we've seen videos of people like hiring someone else to basically move in with the squatter, because if you're squatting, I'm gonna squat with you, right? But I'm gonna make it terrible. I'm taking doors off the hinges, right? Doing all types of craziness. Okay. But either way, let's go and jump to this immediately. Let's see where this takes us, guys.
Now to our Eye on America look at squatters. Last night we explained how antiquated laws often protect those who are illegally occupying a property.
Absolutely.
Tonight, CBS's Carter Evans shows us who some property owners are turning to when the law is no help.
When Flash Shelton found a squatter in his mother's home in Northern California 5 years ago.
Are you Flash?
Yeah.
I'm Marla.
Hey.
I'm really sorry.
He figured out a way to work around the system that often appears to protect the squatter, not the property owner. Shelton outsquats the squatter.
These people feel like the law allows them to do it, so why not me?
The squatter hunter, as he's known,
This is the woman leaving at 5:06 a.m.
targets squatters like this woman who moved into an apartment without permission while it was being fixed up. The property owner has provided Shelton with a legal lease to the apartment.
Based on the conversations and based on everything, I'll make a decision whether I'm going to literally move in with them.
Because he's now the real tenant,
Okay.
he can change the lock and turn the tables on the squatter.
They can't kick me out because I have a lease. So it's a game. It's a chess match.
Sometimes
Guys, that's one way to do it. It sounds like an interesting thing. See, now again, I've known of people basically just moving in with the squatter and basically out squatting them, right? But never giving someone else a real lease and then them moving in and being like, I'm changing the locks. The landlord didn't actually do it. What do you mean? You can't press charges against him. I'm a tenant too. Right? But all right, let's go.
squatter calls the cops. In this case, they quickly determined it's a matter for civil court, which still could take months to resolve with no guarantees.
Squatters are taking advantage of people. They just know that there's a system out there that allows them to live rent-free.
If someone takes possession of a property illegally, they're in violation of the law.
Absolutely.
State Senator Bob Archuleta pushed through a new law in California allowing property owners to file a no trespass notice with local police.
It's good for a year. And it's there, it's on record. This way it gives the authority for the officers to respond because it's already been registered that no one is allowed in that building.
Florida also has a new law allowing cops to evict squatters immediately.
Guys, that's actually really good information. So if you are leaving your property for a moment, just go ahead and give the police, your local police, a phone call and be like, listen, a no trespassing order specifically for this day to this day. Why? Because I'm gone. So if someone moves in and says they have a lease, no, they don't. They're trespassing. I already called the police and said, I'm going somewhere. That's a great idea. Now, would that work in your locality? Who knows? But I think it should. At the very least, if you pre-warn the police that no one should be in that property, at least, right?
And they don't have a valid lease, and several other states have passed or proposed tougher measures on squatting. But until there are new laws on the books,
they're just saying, we're not leaving.
Lando Thomas and Kimberly Kotchik will confront squatters for a fee.
Knock, knock.
Starting
What's
at
the fee?
$2,500.
$2,500.
Hey, you in there, bro? How you doing, man?
That's like 1 month's rent in some places.
Starting at $2,500.
MJ, you in there, bro? How you doing, man?
I'd rather that
This
than
time,
lose
they're trying to get
$50,000 to a
26-year-old named
squatter.
Samjay to lead this Airbnb rental, along with his pregnant girlfriend and their
Airbnb?
5 dogs.
You were supposed to leave on the 10th. This property owner needs his property back.
I would love to give it back to him, and as I've said, as soon as we can get a place.
You would love to give it back to him? Then give it back to him. You obviously are not paying to be... Please don't tell me this is what the Airbnb looks like, guys. It looks like they got evicted from their previous house and they moved in all of their stuff, right, into an Airbnb. Oh, my God.
I would love to give it back to him, and as I've said, as soon as we can get a place.
It's now a race against time. If Samjay manages to stay here for 30
It's my
days,
worst nightmare.
they'll have to go to court to evict him, where the law considers squatters legitimate tenants with certain rights of their own.
Are you going to move out?
It's not possible for me to get all my stuff out now.
So where will you go when you leave here?
We got nowhere to go.
It sounds like you're saying you're on the
Whose
verge
fault
of
is that?
homelessness.
You could say that. Yeah, times are tough.
Times are tough for the owner of the house too, right? I mean, that property is an income-producing property. You're in this property, and that property is not producing income. That means the owner is footing the bill for your lifestyle. You like that? That makes you feel comfortable? As a young man, are you sure? That makes you feel comfortable. Okay.
Homelessness.
You could say that. Yeah, times are tough.
The squad finally talks Samjay into leaving with an offer to pay for a motel room and storage while he looks for a new place to live. And as hard as that may be to believe, for now, it's the quickest and cheapest way to get this squatter to leave a property he doesn't actually own. For Eye on America, I'm Carter Evans in Los Angeles.
Guys, well, I don't know if you could tell, I'm not someone that's one for the concept of squatting, right? I understand times are hard. Times are hard for everyone, right? There are some people who have worked really hard and they got some property. There are also people who worked not so hard, but they were gifted property from another family member that worked really hard to get that property. Now that property is supposed to be generating some type of income for maybe a trust or something, right? But the problem here is, you don't own the property. You can't just walk in and say, you know what, this property is mine. And why is it yours? Because you found it empty? Right? Or how about this? Or you went to the Airbnb website and booked one day and never left? Come on. In what state of mind do you have to be to think that that is an absolutely adequate thing to do to your fellow human? You're robbing them. And the law, depending on where you are, basically is keeping you in that property and letting you continue to rob said homeowner. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, the antiquated squatting laws need to definitely be changed. Okay, we're not in the same place as we once were, where there were gigantic empty swaths of locations that were not owned by people that you could build something on, and the person never knew because they owned so much of it, or they didn't own any of it, right? And you stayed there for a set amount of years, and you were able to basically just take over that property, right? That doesn't work like that anymore, guys. It doesn't work like that. Don't walk into someone's house. You cannot take it. It's not yours. All right. We already have laws against people stealing things. And for some reason, when it comes to housing, these laws are not valuable. Guys. But anyway, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.